Hey tubers, Hambone here. I'm into a little bit of a gardening project today, so I thought it was somewhat interesting, so I want to share it with you. I've got my, I built a trellis here for my cherry tomatoes to grow up, and it needs a little bit of repair before I put it out this year, and I'm going to modify it just a little bit. Let me show you what I'm into here. Okay, this is my, I just built like a 4x4. 4 foot by 4 foot trellis here. No, I think I built it 4 foot by 3 foot. Anyway, doesn't matter. What I'm going to do, last year I built it to where this being the top, it would lean back, at like, just about 10 degrees or something like that. This year I'm going to modify it and put the legs, I'm going to drop them down a foot from the top to where I can just drive them in the ground. And I can let my cherry tomatoes grow up from this side. I'm going to put a plant at each end of it on both sides and let them grow up and over. This is kind of a vining plant, and they produce more. I had 3 plants last year, and they produced more little cherry tomatoes than my family and my neighbors could eat. So I'm thinking about selling those 2 this year. I'm not sure. But anyway, let me get started on a project. I'll show you what I'm doing. What I'm doing, I'm just measuring back a foot, and then I'm going to put one of my legs, these legs that I built for it, it's just got I kind of just cut a wedge on the end here, at this end. I can take this thusly and drive this in the ground and just stand it up completely vertical this year and let the plants grow up and over to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It'll take me just a second to get my tools ready, and we'll get this thing put together. Alright guys, I got my I put these clamps on here because the way things are for me, my hand strength isn't what it should be, so I use a little extra helping hand. But I'm just going to pre-drill these holes to make it easier. Make it easier for myself. Guys, we got the legs on, and I just got it started. I'm going to leave a little gap at the bottom so I can kind of weed out around. I'm not going to drive this all the way to the bottom edge, but I want to make sure I get it good and sturdy. I think that'll do it, guys. I think that'll do it. I'll go show you the tomatoes I'm going to dig up and put here. Okay guys, this is my side garden around to the side of the house, and I haven't paid it any attention this year with the exception of tilling it up. I got a really nice surprise though. All of these are little tomato plants. We had, like I said previously, we had more of these little cherry tomatoes than we could eat, and they were falling off the vine and rotten. And so I've got all these little starts. What I'm going to do is take some of these, because obviously it needs thinned. That's not good for it to grow like that. I'm going to take some of these, put 3 plants on each side on the trellis. I'm not really sure what I'm going to grow here this year. I think I will just let these little cherry tomatoes would grow. They grew all the way up to the top of this. They did really good, and I just like it because the neighbors can come and pick these and stuff, and we always have plenty for salad and whatever. It's just kind of a hobby really to me. These tomatoes here are off of a beefsteak that I had here last year. These aren't cherry tomatoes here. All the cherry tomatoes are down there. This is beefsteak that fell off, and I need to take care of this, get in here and weed out and get it fertilized and everything. So I'm going to dig a few of these plants up, and go down there and transplant. We'll see how our cherry tomato project works out. Okay guys, I'm gonna do a little garden overview here. This is cabbage. Got all of my cabbage. It's doing pretty good. Roma tomatoes, they're doing super. The way I'm trying to do my garden is I want it to be kind of, you know, attractive as well as productive. So I kind of laid it out a little different. You can see the live traps I set for my critter. He came and wiped out one of my squash plants. He looks like he had a feast on this guy. This plant was just as big as this one, and I've been putting 7 dust on here until I can. It keeps it from eating the leaves, the 7 dust so far. But I'm gonna have to catch that critter. He's wiping me out. So anyway, let's get back to the overview here. These are my Anaheims. Let me focus on it. These are my Anaheim peppers for making the chili rellenos. They grow about 6 inches long, 8 inches long, and about the diameter of a bell pepper, but they're long. They're shaped like a banana pepper, and they're just spicy enough to make that chili rellenos really good. Had a sunflower here, and little buddy he come and eat it too. My cucumbers, straight 8s, doing good, doing really good. Really happy with the cucumbers. And my squash, this is straight neck. I haven't put out my butternut yet. You can see my mortgage lifters. They're growing, some better than others. Already got blooms on this guy back here. He's doing good. Really happy with that. I think I pretty much, that right there, that's the Hungarian wax. Got Hungarian wax peppers growing in here. Another Hungarian wax. These mounds right here, these mounds are reserved for my butternut. I've got my jalapeno peppers, which last year did awesome, had way more than I could eat. Made jalapeno poppers. I plan to do that, do a little video on how to make those. Sunflower, got another sunflower coming up here. More of my mortgage lifters, haven't got those caged up, but my beans, these beans are doing really good. Really happy. Or not my beans, I'm sorry, those are my peas. Peas are doing good. The beans are starting to shoot up their little tentacles, grab on and climb. My garlic, this first time I've grown garlic, I'm not really super convinced that I'm doing anything right with that garlic. I don't know if that's normal or not. My green onions, I've been eating on those already. We planted a little peach tree back here. Got it going. Now this plant here, this is something I really don't want anything to do with. I planted this for my son-in-law. He loves habanero peppers, anything hot. He's into it, so that's his. I don't know of anything I can really do with that. But you can see my sunflowers. I just put these in here just because they're a really pretty plant. I shot one in here. I've got another right here, and that guy over there. I think the garden's gonna turn out really pretty when it starts coming in hard, you know. I need to get on these peas. These peas, I got to get some more on here because they are growing up on me. Got to get that taken care of. Anyway, I need to go up there and get my plants, my cherry tomatoes, and we'll get them on this guy and let them start climbing. Well, tubers, I'm gonna wrap up my garden update. I got the cherry tomatoes, got those planted there. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. That is called in case you're interested in planting them, they're a Super 100, I think it's what it's called, maybe Sweet 100, something like that. But they're real heavy producer. I guess I'll catch you guys in a week or two, and we'll see about another garden update. I'm planning on getting my side garden started. I really need to do that, get it planted. I think that's where I'm gonna raise my pepper garden, these jalapenos here. So anyway, I'll catch you guys a little later.